Hello everyone. Welcome to Controllers Tech. Today in this video, we will see how to set up the Eclipse IDE for ESP32, in both Linux and Windows. I know this is out of the blue, but I was looking for some resources for ESP, and I couldn't find the ones for the Eclipse. So I have decided to make this video about setting up ESP-IDF. The first half of the video will cover the setup in Linux, and the second half will cover the Windows part. You can check the timing in the description, to navigate to the part you need. I have ESP32 room kit, and here it looks like this. So my setup will be related to this one. I think you can do the same for the Rover kit also. So let's start with the setup in Linux first. I am using Linux Mint, which is Debian-based, but the steps for other distributions are provided as well. Alright, let's go to espressif.com. Here go to Support, Technical Documents. Check the Getting Started. Here we have the Getting Started guides for different boards. I have ESP32 room kit, so I am choosing that. This guide also supports all these boards, so if you have either of these, you can follow the guide. Click on Step-by-Step Installation. Let's open the Linux steps in a new tab. First of all, we need to install some basic tools, and you can copy the commands based on your Linux base. We will let it install. Let's go back to the installation steps. Now go up, and open the steps to configure the Eclipse plugin. Now we need to install everything in this list. Let's start with Java. Choose the proper package according to your distro. The next in the list is Python, and it's mostly pre-installed in all the Linux distros. You can check it by typing Python. I have Python 3 installed, so Python 3. Here is the version 3.8.10. Let's download the next in the list, that is the Eclipse IDE. I am not going to use Git, so I am skipping it, and skip the last one also. We will do it from the IDE itself. Let's start by installing the Java. Now extract the Eclipse folder, go to the Eclipse folder, and open the terminal here. Here is the installation script, and we need to run it. Choose the C, C++. Choose the latest Java that you have installed just now, and click Install. It will take some time, as it downloads few more things. Alright, it's done. Let's start the IDE. I am keeping this workspace for now. Now go to Help, and click Install New Software. Click Add. Now copy this name and address, and paste it in the respective positions. Check the ESP-IDF. It will install all these. OK, click Next. Accept the license, and click Finish. You can check the status at the bottom right. Let's restart the IDE. Next we need to install the IDF. Again go to Help, and download and configure IDF. Choose the branch. I am choosing Master, as it's the most updated one. You can read about branches by going to this link. Now we need to choose a directory, where we want to install this. Alright, click Finish, and let it download and install. It will take a lot of time. We can check the progress also. It will ask you to install the new tools, so click Yes. Now we need to provide the location of whatever it is asking for. IDF directory is correct. To find the location of Git, we can just type which, followed by Git. Let's give this location here. If you don't have Git installed, just give some random location at that place. I have Python version 3.8 installed. Click Install Tools, and let it install for some time. By the time, let's check the pinout for the ESP32 room kit. Actually it have a user LED on the top, and I am looking for the GPIO pin used for that LED. This will do, as you can see, it's GPIO2. Alright, the installation is finished now, so let's create a project. Choose ESP-IDF project. Give some name to this project, and click Next. We will run some example project for now. So check this box, and choose the Blink project. Alright, here is our main file. This default theme doesn't look good, so let's change it first. Go to Eclipse Marketplace. Search for the theme. This one is good. You can try other themes too. I have used this one before, so I am choosing this. In the meantime, let's build our project once. During the first build, it will create the C cache, so it will take some time. Build is complete, and theme installation is also finished. Let's restart it. I am going with the light theme. This looks decent enough. The GPIO for our LED on board is 2. The blink period is set to 1 second by default, and I am changing it to 500 milliseconds. If you build it now, it won't take much time, as it's only going to update few cache. I have just connected the ESP to my computer. And now if you take a look at the D message, here you can see the port it is connected to. It's TTY USB 0. Now we need to change the ownership of the port. Alright, it's done. Now we will add the target here. Give some name for the target, and choose the parameters. Actually, this should have been the first step. You need to do this before building the project. I will just clean this project, and build it again. Alright, it's done. Time to flash it. And it's building again for some reason. Let's wait for it to flash. Okay, it's done flashing. You can see the LED blinking every 500 milliseconds now. I want to show one more thing here. We can view these log messages. To view them, click on Command Shell Console. Then choose Serial Port. Create a new connection. And there you go. We can see the messages on the console itself. There is a better way to open a terminal. Click on this terminal icon. Choose the port, and click OK. And there you have the messages. I added this part later, so don't worry about continuity. So this is it for the Linux part of this video. I hope you will get it working. Leave comment in case of any doubt. The rest of the video will cover the setup in Windows. Now we will see how to set up ESP-IDF in Windows, and how to create our first project. Alright, let's go to espressif.com. Here go to Support, Technical Documents. Check the Getting Started. Here we have the Getting Started guides for different boards. I have ESP32 Room Kit, so I am choosing that. Click on Step-by-Step Installation. Open the instructions for the Windows. Here they have mentioned that the easiest way to set up is to download the IDF Tools installer. Let's go ahead and download it. I am going to go with the online installer. It's going to install all these programs. It will perform some checks, and if it asks you to apply fixes, make sure you do apply them. Select Download IDF, and click Next. I am choosing the master branch, as it is the one with the latest updates. We need Eclipse, so that's checked. I don't want the start menu shortcuts for these things. Alright, everything seems fine, so click Install. It will take some time. For me it took around 5 minutes for download plus installation. So everything is finished now. Let's run the Eclipse IDE. Choose the workspace location, and click Launch. Workspace location is where all your projects will be saved. Now create a new ESP-IDF project. Give some name to the project, and click Next. We will create the project from the examples, so check this box, and select the Blink project. Here is our main file. Let's check the pinout for the ESP32 Room Kit. Actually it have a user LED on the top, and as you can see, it's GPIO2. So define the Blink GPIO as 2. Also this is the time period for the blink. And I am setting it to 250 milliseconds. Now before building the project, we need to add the target board. Let's open the device manager, to see the communication port. Here you can see, it's COM6. Give some name to this target, select the port, and click Finish. Everything looks fine, so build the project. It will take some time for the first build, as it builds the C cache. Alright, it's done, and all our errors are also gone. Click Run to flash it to the board. It's done, and you can see the LED blinking every 250 milliseconds. There is one more thing I want to show here. If you want to view these logs, all you need to do is, open the terminal by clicking on this icon. Make sure the port is correct. Click OK. And here you can see the messages from ESP logs. They are printing every 250 milliseconds, as the loop is running. So this is it for this video. I hope you understood the process. I will think about continuing the ESP series, but for now I am not planning on it. Let's leave that to the future. Leave comments in case of any doubt. Keep watching, and have a nice day ahead.